What up guys? In today's video we're gonna talk about how can you know when you're bulking if you're building muscle or just gaining body fat. How can you really track muscle mass and fat gain? So I've done a separate video on how to track results when dieting, how you can know when you lose fat. In building muscle, it's pretty much the same principle. You're gonna use a tape measure, something like this, you know. Just put it around your arms, legs, calves, just every single body part. But you should do it a little differently. When you lose fat, I recommend you do that weekly. When you're bulking, I recommend you do that on a monthly basis. Right? Because building muscle is a lot slower process, so it takes a lot longer. And you can only see significant amount results in a month. Not on a weekly basis, but on a monthly basis. You're gonna see significant results. Okay, so you do the same thing. When you start your bulk, you measure every single body part, write it down in your notebook or in your phone, what's your preference, and you take your weight with a scale. Right, on an empty stomach, after you go to the bathroom, in the same clothes, in your underwear, preferably, right? Because clothes weigh something too. So you bulk, work hard, eat a lot of protein, a lot of calories, a lot of heavy weight training. You can also take pictures on a monthly basis, that also helps. So back to the point, after a month, hard training, eating a lot of calories and calorie surplus, eating a ton of protein. Now it's been 4 to 5 weeks, a month basically. Now you take your measurements, your weight, and your pictures again under the same circumstances, and now you see if you've made progress, right? So the best indicator on muscle mass is if your bicep measurement increased, if your calf measurements increase, your chest, your thighs, your glutes are gonna get bigger too if you squat a lot and deadlift a lot, so don't be scared about that. Your ass is gonna get big, trust me. Your triceps, your shoulders, you're getting wider. Your neck, if your neck is getting bigger. If your measurements are going up on a consistent basis monthly, not by a very large amount, it's pretty definitely muscle mass you're putting on. But the fact is, your waist is not supposed to get bigger, right? It's gonna get bigger because it's inevitable. You're gonna put on fat when you're bulking. But if your waist stays relatively small, right? If the measurement on your waist stays relatively small, it's a pretty good indicator your bulk is going good, right? You're not putting on a ton of fat. But don't be scared, guys. You're gonna put on some fat on your waist. You gotta commit to serious bulk to make serious muscle gains. So a little bit of fat is acceptable. But this is how you know. If your measurements are going up, but your waist stays relatively the same, just increases a slight bit, yeah, you're definitely putting on muscle mass and not putting on a ton of fat. But you can also track your progress with pictures and look yourself in the mirror, right? If you flex and you see post workout and you have a pump and shit, your arms are bigger, your chest is bigger, you know, you can see that shit in the mirror. You just gotta pay close attention. But if you flex in the mirror and you look still relatively good, you're not putting on a ton of fat, right? Like me, for example, I'm on a 12-month bulk now. I'm bulking for the whole fucking year. And when I flex, I still look good, right? I'm big as fuck, but I still look good. So I'm not putting on a ton of fat. Yeah, a little bit is definitely fat, but I just don't fucking care. Right? Because I'm here for the muscle gains. You can always lose the fat later when you diet. I'm here for the fucking muscle gains. So don't be scared to put on a little bit of fat. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped you out. Don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe. Helps me out a lot. Here's also a pro tip. How much you should expect to gain on the scale. It's about a kilogram a month. If you're a beginner or getting a little bit intermediate, I recommend a kilogram a month. That's about 10 to 12 kilograms, 20-25 pounds a year. That's a good range, which is going to be a lot of it muscle and a little bit of fat. Now, that was all. Peace out.